Welcome to Mora FC. It is what it is. Just look how this beautiful star. I'm gonna give you all the tips, the tricks that you need in achieving this beautiful star. There are different ways how to achieve this star, and I'm gonna explain all the ways that you can do to achieve this star. I said all the way. This is a full tutorial how to fold your fabric, what inches to add on to it, all the tips, the tricks that you need. You can see that there's no top stitching anywhere, and I'm gonna break it down the simplest and the easiest form for you to understand it. Like I said, there are different ways how you can do to achieve this star, and I'm going to explain all the ways that you can do to achieve this star. I'm going to break it down the simplest and the easiest form for you guys. So if you're new to the channel, do want to subscribe, like, and share, and comment, and click on notification bell. It's Mora FC. It is what it is. Without wasting much time, so let's get started. I'm working with a chest measurement 40, length 33, the shoulder 18, and the sleeve 24. So you're going to divide your bust into 4, 40 divided by 4, that will give me 10, and I'm gonna add my 1.5 sewing allowance to it. So this is my 10, and this is my 1.5 sewing allowance to it. So let's go to the length of it. Remember, I'm dealing with the length of 33. When we are cutting the Singleton type, when you measure your length, you have to add like sewing allowance like 1 inch and 2 inch to it. Do you understand? So I'm adding 1 inch to it. So the length that I'm using 33 inches of length. Like I said, this is a full tutorial. I'm going to break it down the simplest and the easiest form for you guys to understand. So like I said, I'm dealing with 39 and 33. So this is my 33, and I'm going to add 1 inch. That's the folding allowance. The folding allowance, that's 1 inch. So after the 1 inch, I'm going to add 2 inches to it. You can see this is 2 inches. I'm going to add extra 2 inches to it. So I'm going to fold these 2 inches. We know our Singleton top is the back is always longer than the front. So I have the back being longer than the front, like 4.5 inches. So this is the 4.5 inches. So this is how it should be. So I'm cutting my shoulder slope. As usual, this is a routine thing. The neck, I'm measuring 2.5, and I'll cut my shoulder slope. Let me go back. When you are cutting your length of a Singleton top, we always add half or 1 inch or 2 inch to it. Do you understand? So you add it onto it, then you add extra 2 inches. Whatever you're gonna add extra 2 inches. So as you see, I folded my 2 inches. So this is how you're supposed to fold it. You fold the 2 inches and check and see. Like I said, Singleton top, the back is always longer, so you can make it 4 inches or 3.5 inches. It depends. So I'm making mine 4.5. I want the back to be longer than the front 4.5. So you can see I'm checking my 4.5, and I folded 2 inches. I'm going to leave it like that. So I'm going to push it back like this. So you can see this is how it's supposed to be. Leave the 2 inches on fold. Don't open it. Just leave it like that. So when you come, then you put half inch on each other. Then you cut it. Follow the same procedure on how to cut the Singleton top. Your shoulder divided by 2 and your armhole, then you cut, you go in by half inch. If you want to learn how to cut the Singleton top neck, how to cut the Singleton top, how to cut a perfect neck, I have a tutorial in the description box below. Do what and check it out and learn how to cut a perfect neck to all sizes, and I'm going to do some update on that one, how to cut a perfect neck. There will be an update coming soon. It's Mora FC. It is what it is. So I'm going to put the back somewhere because we are done with the back. So looking at the armhole curve, that is where I want the star to start from. Looking at the armhole curve, that's where I want the start. That is where I want my design to start. I'm looking at the curve side, so I'm going to draw a straight line over here. Remember the 2 inches that were added extra, that 2 inches will come here. Do you understand? There's a way how to go by it. Because it's pen, so I just make a straight line over there by dotting lines. So from that line that I made, I'm going to measure 5 inches. The bricks that I'm making, I want mine to be 1 inch. The bricks that I'm making in front is going to be 1 inch. It's going to be 1 inch. So if it's going to be 1 inch, you can see when I fold it, I want mine to be 1 inch. Do you understand? So if mine is going to be 1 inch, I need to, from that line that I made, I'm going to mark 5 inches over there, because they are 4. So I'm marking 5 inch. Remember, I first drew a line there and I'm adding a second line over there. So this is the 5 inch that I'm making. So you can see the dot there is 5 inches. That is where the design is going to fall. So I have 3 inches. There are 2 ways how to make that bricks. There are 2 ways how to make that bricks, and I'm going to explain how to make it. There are 2 ways how to go by it. You can either fold it this way, then you fold it this way, then you get your 1 inch. It's supposed to be 1 inch. Do you understand? Then you measure 1 inch. Dealing with this one, it takes time. It will take your time. We don't have the board. We have a board that you can fold it 1 inch, then it's going to be easy for you. But if you don't have that board, we're going to fold it this one and fold this one. It's going to take a long process. And actually, you are not going to get a perfect 1 inch, because they are not going to be the same. You're going to use your hand, so it's not going to be the same. So I'm not going to do this style. If you want, you can do that. You fold and you get to 1 inch, but I'm not going to. Mine, I'm going to fold it into 2, just like this. Then I'm going to measure 1 inch, then I mark 1 inch, then I mark, then I'm going to draw a straight line there. That is 1 inch that I'm marking. So I'm going to do the same thing to the rest. There are 4 pieces, 3 gold and 1 white. So any color that you want to pick, you pick different colors, but one have to be different. So you just have to you measure from the center, from half of your bust. This is half of your bust. You can see we need 4 pieces, but one have to be different, but we need 4. So you have to be half or more than half of your bust. And the one across, just have to multiply half of your bust by 3. The one that we're going to cut across it, you have to measure your half of your bust times 3, whatever you get. That's to give you the length of the long one. So we have 4 short, and very one is very long. It's what I have said, is what it is. So the line that I made, I'm gonna iron that part to get a straight line over here. I always prefer this way than drawing a straight line with my chalk or my pen. Remember, this is the wrong side. This is the wrong side of the fabric, not the right side. This is the wrong side of the fabric. So from there you can see this is the 5 inch. So I'm going to fold the 5 inch also here. So when I turn it over, you're going to see how it's going to be. You're going to see how it's going to be. I post videos every Wednesdays and Saturdays. Every Wednesdays and Saturday, do all and turn it on and tune in every Wednesdays and Saturday. I'm giving you a different style, a different tutorial, everything. There's always something new, and break it down. You can see when you open it this way, you can see that we have our 5 inch over here. You can see, and we have our 5 inch over here. You have to check and see that you have actually your 5 inch. So here it's more than 5 inch, so I gotta check it and fold that part so that I'll get my 5 inch. So after doing this way, you need to check, you make sure that you get exactly 5 inch. If you don't get the 5 inch, then you have to do it well to get your 5 inch. So you can see it's more than 5 inch, so I need to fold that part straighten that part to get the 5" over there. If you are new to the channel, please do watch, subscribe, like and share and comment and click on notification. But tell a friend to tell a friend about Mora FC. If you have a style that you have a problem, link me up on my Facebook. It's Mora FC. It's linked to my WhatsApp. Then we talk. You know, you want to send me, say hi to me, you can do that. So I'm just checking and see if I have my 5" exactly. I have my 5" over there. Remember, one line fall exactly at armhole side and one fall below it. So I'm going to top stitch that part. You can see I've sewn here, checking up this one. I've sewn here. Sorry for the shaking of the camera. This is 1" and this is 1". You can see I have a 1". So I'm going to press the seam. I'm going to open the seam. You need to open it, then you iron it. If you have a problem with any style, link me up on my Facebook. It's Mora FC. Everywhere is Mora FC. Link me up on Facebook, and my Facebook is linked to my WhatsApp. And if you want to say hi to me, you are welcome. If you want to encourage me, you are also welcome. If you have a problem, link me up. You are also welcome. It's Mora FC. It is what it is. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about Mora FC. So after you iron the seam, then you gotta flip it over. You are going to flip everything over. I post videos every Wednesdays and Saturdays. Every Wednesdays and Saturdays. Make sure you tune in every Wednesdays and Saturdays for different tutorials, for different style. So after flipping it up, the place that we join together, the place that we sew together, it have to be in the middle. It have to fall in the middle. Don't shape it to the left side or the right side. You let that part that we sew together, let them fall exactly at the middle, because we don't want, we have to hide the seam. We are hiding it, do you understand? So we don't want the seam to be popping up. It's not going to look beautiful. So after you iron, you can see this is how it's going to be. You have to be 1", exactly 1", no more than 1", no less than 1". It have to be exactly 1. So you have 1, 2, you can see, and this is 3. This is the long one, and this is 4, the short one, and 5. You see, so we have exactly 1 long, like I say, the one that's going to be in the middle, the 5". The 5". You multiply it by your half of your bust. Then you do it. You can see that I still have my lines there. So this is the long part, this is the long one. So here is 5". As you can see, it's 5". So I'm gonna cut exactly 5". This is the right side of the fabric. This is the right side of the fabric. So I'm cutting 5". So I need to cut all of it 5". So after this, you need to arrange it and see if what you have is enough. If it's not enough, you just have to add extra. You just have to cut 1" and just continue with the rest. So I need to put it somewhere and clean. So this is my hemming gum. I'm going to divide it into 2. I don't want it to be big. There are ways how to deal with it. Like I said, I'm breaking it down in the simplest and the easiest form for you to understand every trick and tips that you really need to achieve this beautiful style. That's what I'm doing. So I'm dividing my hemming gum into 2. I don't want it big, so when it becomes big, to give you a problem. So we need a small of it, then just have to put inside exactly at the tip of it. This is inside the 5-inch. This is inside the 5-inch. Do you understand? So this one will take like 1/2 inch away. So you're gonna start from the middle. Then just have to keep on placing it this way. These are the other ways that you can do. Do you understand? Some people may not do it this way. Some people may cut the place that I've marked 5-inch. Some people may cut it so that after doing everything, then they will join it together, you know. But I don't want to join it. I want to do everything completely. That's what is the best. It look good when do it that way than joining and, you know, top stitching at the top of there. It doesn't look nice for me. So you just have to keep on arranging your 5 inches. Like I said, half of your bust, you multiply it by 3 and you get this 5-inch. So I'm just putting a heat on it because I want the tip to hold. I want it to hold there. You need to sprinkle some water on it so that one will go fast. You know, you need to sprinkle some water on it, that one will go fast. Please, if you are new to the channel, do subscribe, like and share and comment and click on notification bell. I post videos every Wednesdays and Saturdays, so please do well and turn it out every Wednesdays and Saturdays and come and see a new style, a new tutorial every day. I promise to give you the best of all best, and there's no disappointing. I'm gonna give you all the best. So after arranging everything like this, then you just have to iron the tip of it so that it hold it down. This is another way to do, but this one you hold it down. When you finish, then you just have to put the rest under it as well. You can do it this way, or you can just go and sit at the sewing part. You can go and sit at your machine. Then you'll be putting one after the other. Then you'll be top stitching it. I will do that for you to see. Do you understand? I'll do that for you to see. You can just go by. You can decide not to put this hemming gum over there. You can decide not to put hemming gum there, but you can go and sit on your machine. So you just have to be arranging it like this. Then you'll be sewing at the tip of it. Do you understand? You just arranging it whilst you are on a sewing machine. You'll be sewing. You will be arranging it line by line like this one. Then you'll be sewing at the tip of it. You put one there, then you sew. Then you put the other one there, then you sew. You put the other one there, then you sew. Then you get a straight line. After that, you do the same thing at the bottom. Or you can just put your hemming gum like this to hold it down first. Because the stage that we are going to go right now, we need the bricks to hold it down. You can see I just look at, you can just go and top stitch. You can see I just top stitch there to hold it down. You can just go when you play like what I was just telling you. You can go to the sewing machine, you'll be putting one after the other, then you'll be sewing on top, just at the tip of it. Or you can just put the hemming gum, then you fold it this way. You iron it. You need to bring out the lines well as well. You fold it this way. So we're gonna go and sew from the top to the left, or to the left to the right. Sorry for the hand, you know, sorry for the little bit of a hand showing over there. So we're gonna sew this part. Then after that, we flip it like this. Then we sew this part. So after that, we're going to sew this part. We're going to sew 1/2 inch. Sew 1/2 inch. Do you understand? We're going to sew 1/2 inch. So let's me go and do and come back right now. So you can see I sewed on 1/2 inch. You can see this is the 1/2 inch. You're going to sew. You're going to do the same thing to the other side. You can see I've drawn it. This is the 1/2 inch. So when you open it, when you turn it to the right side of the fabric, you have something like this. You just have to iron it. Just as simple as that. So when you measure, you're supposed to have your 4-inch. Supposed to have your 4-inch. Do you understand? Supposed to have your 4-inch, exactly 4-inch. You can see everything is nice and beautiful. Give me a thumbs up, Charlie. Give me a thumbs up. It's more FCO. It's your guy. Your guy. You know, why would you? I didn't hear the sound of your baby. So this is it. This one. Just look how you're gonna start. Very simple. Here it's very simple. You know, you just have to just say over one, under one, over one, under one, or you jump the bridge. So I'm gonna jump. Let's say I'm gonna jump one bridge. Then I'm gonna pass under one bridge, and I'm gonna pass on top of another bridge. It's under one, over one, over one, under one, over one. Have you seen the way I'm doing? From the first line, I just pass through one, so just like fixing it. You go on top, then you come on bottom. You can see I made a mistake here, so I need to bring it down. I put it under, then I go on top, then I put it under, then I go on top. So I'm going to arrange it like this. You can see. So because of the first one, I started it over one bridge. I started over it. So this second one, I have to start from the under it. Do you understand? You have to go under it. You can see this one is on top. So this one have to go under it. Then we just control the same thing. Over one, under one, over one. Jump the bridge, judge under. You know, you judge the person, you come on top. You judge the person, you come on top. You judge. So over, under, 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 over. So we have already fixed 2, so it's time to fix 3. So we put the white there. Remember there are 4, so this will give you 2 inches. So fixing the white there will give you 3 inches. Do you understand? You just have to follow the same procedure. Do you understand? Make sure that from the start it should have to be the same. You know, from the start you have to be the same. Just like that. Then you just do it. You just have to push it. So we have the last one. So we just have to push everything there. So this is the last one. You can see this one will go under it because the white is over it. So this one will go under it. So just like that, then you just have to we do the same thing. It's more IFC. Give me a thumbs up, Charlie. Clap for me. I can't hear your clap. Or you say, what's it saying? What are you talking? It's more IFC. So you can see this part. Somebody can decide to cut the 5-inch, you know what I'm saying? After doing this one, put it on whatever you want to put it, then you join it together. It doesn't look beautiful when you do it that way. I prefer this way. Do you understand? When you do it this way, there's no joining, there won't be no top stitching. Do you understand? When you do this way, there's no bit of stitching. So when you do this way, you can decide it to put a placket on it, or you can decide to put a zip at the shoulder. Do you understand? When you do this week, when you finish doing this stuff, you have not done yet, there's something that you need to pay attention to it. Because we have joined 1 inch at the armhole, we need to trim that armhole off. Do you understand? So like I was saying, you can decide to put a placket in front, or you can decide not to put a placket in front. You can decide to put a zip at the shoulder. Do you understand? So I'm just trimming the unwanted parts away, you know. You just have to sew here, and go to the sewing machine, then you stop stitch over here to hold it down. Do you understand? There's something I want to show you here, you pay attention as well. This is the back, so I'm going to fold my back into 2. We're going to place it back like the way we are cutting the skeleton top, because there's some part that we need to trim that part off. So the 2 inch that were left at the bottom, so this place will consume the 2 inch, the folding half inch, that place will consume the 2 inch that were left over there. Do you understand? So you can see that when I place it everything like this, the 2 inch that were left, remember the length was 33 and I added 1 inch to it, and the back was 4.5 inches. So this is the back. You can see if I measure, I have my 4.5 over here. I have my 4, you can see that I have my 4.5 over here. Do you want to say exactly my 4.5 over here, because the back is longer. You can see there's a part here we join here, so we need to trim this part off. Do you understand? We trim this part off to need to reshape that part. So it is what it is. Because of the joining that we made, that part consume the 2 inch that we added extra. You know, it's more IFC eraser. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate your time. I keep on your learning, and subscribe, comment. You know, your comments and thumb up. Your comment always is appreciated. You know, your comments encourage me. Your comment, your subscribing. You need to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend about More IFC. You can see we are down here. Like I said, you can put a placket in front, or you can just put a zipper at the shoulder. You can do the neck. You can do turnover, or you can pop the neck. You know, you can even put Chinese collar on the neck. You can play with it. You know, you can play with any style that you want. It's more IFC. I'm telling you, we day here. You has to be, you know. So it's time to put your placket on it. I know you can do it. You can see how beautiful it is. You can see there's no top stitching. You can see no thread. You can see this is how it's supposed to be. There's no top stitching. You see no thread. As beautiful as it is. Thank you. God bless you all. God bless all of us. Like I said, videos on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Ache. Sa.